Kirsten McLaughlin, Public Affairs Manager for Cox Communications, and this is Community Connection. Today we have Amira Abou-Shayer and Angela Penza from the Dos Pueblos Engineering Academy. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. We're excited to be here.
Thanks for coming in today. Why don't we start, Amira, with you telling us a little bit, give us an overview about the Academy.
Well, the Engineering Academy, it's hard to give an overview in such a kind of a short time, but really it's a project-based experience where the students focus on engineering projects, but there's also a huge component of art, and we're really trying to create an opportunity for the students to create authentic projects and to make their education feel tangible. So the idea is, by creating something that's both authentic and artistic, it naturally is something that they will share when they go home and they take it home with them, as opposed to, you could imagine making an engineering widget and then what do you do with that? So by creating this public art that is also engineering, it really encourages the students to share, and then that bridges the community and their educational experience together and makes the students really feel connected to their education and to the community.
So tell us a little bit about some of the different projects. I know there's the Carousel project and a whole gambit.
Right. So we build up to a project like the Carousel, which was the senior project they did last year. We start out with the students doing some basic skills-based things. They're learning how to do some painting and learning how to use the machines we have for fabrication. They make a hanging mobile, then they make a light sculpture which has a computer in it. They have to program it. They're fabricating hundreds of parts. Then there's a kinetic sculpture. Again, these are visual displays. The kinetic sculpture at this point has motors, gears, pulleys, etc., all inside there, and it again gives this kind of wonderful display. And all the idea behind that is that when you get to the senior year, last year was the first year we tried this out. We built an installation that has over 50,000 parts, 40 computers all networked together, and we actually had it on display at the Santa Barbara Museum of Art for 2 months, which was pretty unprecedented to have a high school project be brought into a museum of art.
Right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Angela, tell us a little bit about your experience in the Academy.
Oh, wow. So I guess I was involved in the Engineering Academy since my freshman year, and it was just something that gave me like a lot of purpose, and it was really cool to make projects, like take things home and have my family like be like, wow, that's so cool, and just like the sense of accomplishment of like bringing home something that's not like a piece of paper that's like, oh, put this on the fridge. It's like, I'm gonna put this in my living room where everyone can see it. So it was a different kind of accomplishment than I was used to in school, which was really new to me and something I really loved. And the whole thing kind of built up to senior year when we made the Carousel, and that was like one of the coolest things I've ever done.
That's great. I know that the Engineering Academy is a bit of an anomaly with more than 50% of the students being female. So tell us a little bit about that experience, both as a student and as a teacher.
Well, I think the thing that I want to speak to that's really important is for folks to understand that the reason that this came about was that I was teaching gender-balanced courses, and then I offered a class called Engineering Physics, and immediately, just by putting the word engineering in front of the word physics, it went from 50% girls to 2 girls and 33 boys. And I think if I hadn't seen that very obvious kind of juxtaposition in front of me, I wouldn't have realized how just it was as simple as a word was changing the whole dynamic. And so from there, because I realized that, well, if it's just a word, we should be able to get around this, we just really worked very hard to kind of communicate what engineering is and what engineering could look like in the high school. And we're able to create a situation where instead of girls just kind of fleeing from it, they applied to the program. And it was really about the outreach efforts to just get people to realize this would be something for them.
Right. And Angela, tell us about your experience with a more balanced demographic.
Yeah. For me, I never realized how unique it was to be a woman and get to do engineering, especially because all of my friends were like, it was just so normal in our community to be a part of the Engineering Academy, and like no one was like, whoa, you're a girl, what? But in college, I know that, like, I tell people I do engineering and they're like, whoa, I could never do that, just because it was something that was never available and it was an option they never really had, especially being a woman. So it's been really unique and special.
That's very interesting. So how do students learn more about the Academy and apply?
They can go to our website, which I think we'll be able to put up on the screen, and on there's a whole section on the application process. We have open houses, and those happen typically in the winter months.
Okay.
And I would say that, just looking online on our website and then coming to those open houses would be great.
And how does the community get more involved?
We have a lot of different ways the community gets involved. One of the things that we make use of is community mentors coming in, especially with, we run the program as a business, and where we have the greatest need is folks that have a business skill and they can come in and work with a business team, for example, web design or grant writing, and they'll mentor a group of students in that area. So that's one of the best ways the community can get involved.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you both for being here today and for all your great work. Good luck to you in college.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thanks for having us.
And thank you. Until next time, this is Community Connection.